Hello, everybody, and welcome to another behind the scenes episode of We'll Do It Live. It's the new thing I'm doing. You see, I'm really interested in the creation process, and I'm a guy who coaches people how to make video content. And I found some percentage of my network likes hanging out as I make stuff and just kind of talk through what I'm doing. So that's what this is going to be. I am doing this on OBS. So I can't read your comments super fast. I got to get an additional plugin or something for that. But I'll check LinkedIn every now and then. So if you're here, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know where you're commenting from. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, go ahead and ask. But I'm going to be working with some of this green screen footage today. So I've got a sketch that I'm trying to get out as fast as possible. I'm doing this at nighttime because I've been on the phone with Adobe for the past couple days because I didn't have access to my account, which put me really behind schedule. Anyway, I've got some footage from me. I've got some footage from my guest. And yeah, I'm going to have to edit this anyway, so might as well invite everyone behind the scenes. So let's start here. So this is Vague Man. People know him. And you'll see here that on the screen, I've got a lavalier mic, right? The camera's actually kind of far away from the green screen. So if you see up here in my audio, I've got all my audio organized. I go into original audio, and yeah, here's Vagueman's audio track. So what we're going to do here is we're going to sync the audio up, and we're going to remove the iPhone audio. I shot the green screen footage with an iPhone. And yeah, we're going to remove that audio, put in the mic audio, and then we're going to remove the green screen. So let's give that a try. So first, let's see if we can do it automatically. I like to just kind of like size these down. Let's see if I can get them relatively synced up. And there's supposed to be a feature where you just right click it and you go synchronize, but it's usually off. So let's see how good of a job it did. Let's listen. Oh, wait. Okay, I just realized. Okay, everybody watching at home, tell me if you can hear audio on here. I might have screwed the audio up, in which case I'm going to need to start and stop. But can you hear this? These are Vagueman's lines for the promo teaser for... Okay, it looks like it actually did a pretty good job syncing them up. Let's just super close up here on the file to see. I like to switch it to audio time units so I can really see, do they actually start at the same time? And no, you see how they're kind of off from each other? This drives me nuts. But yeah, Adobe's auto sync isn't great. So what you got to do is you got to separate them out, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to close up on the sound file. I'm going to find right when it starts. I like picking a little divot in the sound wave that I can find and recognize. So I'm going to cut that off here. So I'm leaving a little marker on the audio part of the file. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that same point on the video clip, and I'm going to manually sync them together because I'll get better audio. I can get it perfectly synced if I do it myself. What else is new? If you want anything done right, you got to do it yourself. That's the thing about video editing is it's as good as you want to make it. You can sit here forever and tinker with it till everything's perfect, or you can just get it good enough. I think this is the first of it. So I'm going to just put this here. And listen with me, and let's see if this is synced properly. So let's check out here. No. Okay. These are Vagueman's lines for the promo teaser for... Okay, so very good. We have these two audio files lined up. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to like make them both the same size. And then we're going to remove the audio from the iPhone. So yeah, and again, let me know if anybody at home cannot get volume. I might need to restart the program or something if we can't get volume. Brandon asked, you making magic, Chris? I am. This is where the magic gets made. You can give yourself like magical powers and stuff. So you see, I'm going to unlink these. I'm going to delete that track. I'm going to link these up. I'm going to jump into my sound folder here. Essential sound. I'm just going to adjust the loudness on here. I just automatically set it. It's pretty good at knowing how to make it louder. But yeah, now I've got better audio on the clip. Hi, thanks for having me, Melissa. Okay, great. So we got Vagueman. We've got the microphone up there sounding good. And yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of this green screen now. So I'm going to go up here. So the first thing I'm going to do, I make it a little smaller. And then let me find here, do the effects. Okay, I'm going to throw a little effects thing down here on the right. So you can't see that. I'm covering that up. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to crop here. I'm going to go up to Effect Controls. And yeah, here's the crop tool. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crop out Vagueman here so we don't have like the extra edges of the green screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like make a nice little mask around here. And yeah, let me just apply a crop. Cool. So got that up here now. Okay, so now the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get rid of the green screen, right? And that's actually kind of tough because I've got kind of like a weird background here. So what you want to do, I got an Ultra key applied here. I can set the key color, right? So you see there, it kind of like, it removed the green screen, but it's not perfect, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to flip it to the alpha channel. And it's actually much easier to adjust a green screen this way, you know? So let's see here. Again, you kind of just got to like fiddle with it. Okay, that's too much of that. Okay, pedestal, that looks like it's working. Right, okay, that's not really doing much. Oh, I might also be doing all this wrong, so if anybody is better at this than I am, go ahead and like jump in and give me pointers, because I'm sure I could do everything much better. I don't know, that seems like pretty good, so check it out. Okay, yeah, that seems like pretty good. So then what I'm going to do is I can go ahead, I can make Vagueman bigger. And yeah, now the green screen is gone. And I've got Vagueman's background already loaded into the timeline. It's always this slightly blurry blue gradient pattern. And this is Vagueman's vague world where he lives. So thanks for having me, Melissa. Okay, great. So we got Vagueman in a vague background. We got audio for him. Hooray for us. Let's make sure we're saving as we go, 'cause you can always lose out on your saves. But yeah, and everybody, once again, this is kind of like working behind the scenes here, just kind of showing everybody how the process works, in part because my Adobe account got screwed up and my production schedule is a little behind. So join me. I'm editing my next comedy sketch. It's the promo for the upcoming show with Melissa Gaglione. It's a Veigman bit we got in there. We've also got some other characters. So let me go find... I got to go back to my project here. Okay, we can also find Boss Bogue. So Boss Bogue is over here. That's his audio. And then we've got Boss Bogue footage. Again, you'll notice I've got everything like super organized here. So original footage, so Boss Bogue green screen. And there's Boss Bogue. Okay, so we're gonna like save some time here. I'm just gonna start by copying, and then I'm just gonna like paste all the attributes. And let's see how it looks. Okay, that's pretty good. I forgot that like I should also do like a basic color correction here. I'm not amazing at color design. I really just kind of like hit the auto button. There's an automatic like adjust colors in Adobe, so I just kind of pick that and then adjust it if it doesn't look natural. But yeah, so here we go. Boss Bogue, he looks all right there. Oh, that's right. So we got to sync his audio, right? So let's find when he's clapping. And again, let's just do it manually because we know Adobe always gets it wrong. I'm going to zoom in here on that first clap. Okay. Try to get it right at the start. Okay. So right there at the start. Then we're going to go over here to the clip. And this looks to be where this one starts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a marker on here. I'm going to cut this down. And again, for anybody just joining us, this is external mic. I was wearing an external microphone when I recorded the audio. So what I'm doing is I'm replacing the audio. I'm cutting out the camera audio because the microphone I was using will have better sound quality. So I'm just going to go adjust the volume there. And now I got to go line this up. So let's see if this worked. There we go. Okay. Actually, that's not true. Okay, great. So looks like it's pretty well synced where I'm sitting. So I'm just going to like shrink down these files, make them the same size. I'm sure there's shortcuts for all of this that I should be doing, but still got to get faster. And yeah, then we're going to see here, I'm going to go cut out this audio. Okay, awesome. So now we got Boss Bogue in there. Let's go ahead and sometimes I change up his office, but you know, this is normally the office where he is. So it's like just a still from a piece of stock photo, you know, but now I can go here and you can just kind of like mess with them and just like, you know, figure out where I want to go. Apparently Boss Bogue was in a sport coat mood today. You know, so I usually have him like kind of standing in front of the doorway, and I don't know, that's his office. Sometimes he's in a knife store office. This one is actually like rather humble. Okay. And let's go ahead now and do the same thing for Dr. Funkenstein. So we've got Dr. Funkenstein here. There's another character in this sketch. And let's see here. Let's just do the same thing where we copy and then we paste attributes. Okay. Dr. Funkenstein, the color looks off to me. Yeah, he's like looks a little too orange or something. Maybe a little more whiteness to the face. I don't know. So Dr. Funkenstein is, the joke is that he's not a doctor, but he talks like he's a doctor, and he talks about things that doctors talk about, but he is not a doctor, and nobody ever claimed that he was, which means he can say anything, and Chris Bogue Communications is going to get away with it. Because we didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, so Dr. Funkenstein, we got there. Once again, we're going to do that same process. Find the claps. Okay, let's go ahead and one more time. We're going to zoom up on this one. Get in here, really find the start of that wave so we can really get that precise moment when the clap hits. And then we got to go find Dr. Funkenstein's audio. Here it is. Go ahead. Find the beginning of the wave. Here we go. Yeah, that should be good. I go out here, and then this will be, I'm pretty sure, the last clip that I have to sync. I also have Melissa's footage that I have to remove a green screen from. So this is like the stuff an assistant editor does, just prepares all the footage so it can be edited later. Okay, I think that looks like it's sounds pretty good to me. So again, let's go ahead and now we got to just remove the original audio and replace it with the lavalier microphone audio. That's way better. Good microphones help a lot. Oh, I hate when it does this. It's like I can't get them to line up. So let's just try cutting them in the same place. Okay, so I'm gonna unlink the files, link them together, and hey, there's Dr. Funkenstein. So cool. So then we're gonna, oh, I have to find, all right, one moment. Got to go find some files here to add in. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, and now we've got footage. Oh, wait. Looking in the wrong place. Okay, footage. So we've got Melissa Gaglione here. Okay, so she is the guest this week, and it should be easy to pluck her out there. I had her recorded on Zoom and just add a green background, so I should be able to cut the background out of there. And we're going to have to throw her into a newsroom of some kind. So that'll be the challenge. But this should be easier because she didn't have to worry about crappy lighting on her green screen. It's probably going to be like sharper cutoffs around her. And we got to get rid of her name down there. So just see, crop. I'm going to go ahead and... Just crop it out. Get rid of the little Zoom name. Cool. So, yeah, now she's on screen. You know, we can do like a basic color correction on Melissa. Whoa. Where'd it go? Okay, cool. So Melissa's there. And we've got some options for the news. So let's take a look at what we got. So I use a program called Storyblocks to make my content. And okay, no, that I don't like that. Okay, so this is what we used. This is what we used, or we used a similar image to this in the thumbnail for the event. So I can go ahead and let's just see how she looks here on this background. See how natural this looks. So we got Melissa here, and let's just see how she looks. Okay, maybe make her a little smaller. Kind of want to make the newsroom look real big and important. I keep hitting the wrong button. I gotta shrink the scale down on Melissa. I should have had her get... Well, that's fine. I should have had her standing up somewhere. But yeah, that's her there. Or I have another one that might be cool. So a lot of the thing about visual storytelling is like you don't know what you're gonna do until you start doing it. You know, so you get an idea, you propose it to someone, they get excited about it, you go write it. You know, then the words take on its own thing. And then there's parts of the script where I'm like, oh yeah, we'll be in a newsroom, or like a news theme will come through. So I got to do a lot of work figuring out exactly what that looks and sounds like. But that's where all the fun comes in. And because I have a stock media library, there's like, you know, unlimited options. There's all sorts of cool sound effects and backgrounds. And yeah, so this is a pretty cool looking one. We've also got... this other one next to it. So let's see this other one.
Their posts.
Okay, yeah. So this is cool. So we can like then you know, for certain clips have her here where it's like, you know, Melissa will be here. We might have to flip her the other way or flip the background another way, because what we can do here is like we can put Veigman in the background. We can put, where is he? Okay, wait. All right, what happened here? Okay. Wait, so let's see here. Oh no, okay, I gotta be just like at this part exactly. Okay.
Content to improve the reach of their posts.
Okay. Let's just see what happens if we flip her the opposite way. If that doesn't look weird... Uh-oh, wait. This is the wrong clip. Okay.
Improve the reach of their posts.
Okay, so like okay, so we've got her there. And like, let's see what Veigman looks like here. So you got to figure out the right way to stack this, but it'd be like this. Yeah, you can have Veigman, you know, over here. Or I could have just, okay, so like, yeah, he can, you know.
Content to improve the reach of their posts.
Okay. All right. So you see there's like levels here. Every time you discover a new thing, there's like new games you could play inside of it. So yeah, I don't know. We got enough here to work with, right? It's like the thing I always have to remind myself is like it doesn't matter if it sucks, right? I really like it when the sketch comes out really funny, and it feels really good if I get a ton of engagement on LinkedIn. But like, it's fine if it sucks. Most of the materials promoting a webinar or a podcast episode are not, Oscar worthy. So it's okay if I make one of these and it just sucks, But as you start making it, you're like, ooh, here's all these things we could do. Okay, so other things to note. So I keep a paper script in front of me, and I have a lot of different colored highlighters. Can anyone see that? Yeah, because it makes it a lot easier to edit. I know all of Vagman's lines are pink. Bossbogue's lines are orange, so it's really easy for me to just follow along with the script and make sure I have everything in the right order. But now we've got some options, right? So we've got Melissa, we've got Dr. Funkenstein. Dr. Funkenstein needs a background too. We'll just worry about that later because I don't have it queued up already. I gotta find the footage and import it. But okay, here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna go text. And we're going to create a transcript here. So let's go ahead. I'll adjust my settings the way I like it. But this is super helpful because I don't want to spend too much time reviewing the footage. I've got to be efficient. But when I have a caption track already laid down, I can go through and just find the clips and deal with them as I need them. Okay, cool. So what happened? Wait. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I'm going to retranscribe this sequence. It's also really nice just having a record of everything you worked on for work. When it's all in transcriptions, you can find what you need. Do 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 do. I also have some of these lines are not filmed yet. I still have to film the lines that I'm going to say at my desk. But this is going to give me plenty to work on. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, no, we've still got a few seconds remaining, waiting for our caption track. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to make my captions bigger. So like to have a background behind it, just a dark gray background, because I always want it to be super readable. So it's going to help me out. And yeah, I've got me here. I've got Vagman. I've got Melissa in a studio. If anybody is just joining us here, we are creating content live. I'm editing the newest comedy sketch. And you're welcome to join, So take a seat. I'm putting some clips together. I'm working late because I didn't have access to Adobe for the past couple days, and it was disruptive to my creative process. So we're doing it live. Chime in the comments if you're watching. Always good to hear from the comments. So let's see here. What can we start with? Okay, so Melissa's going to have the first line. All right, let's see here.
Okay. Welcome to the news at night. Hi, I'm Melissa Gaglione. Our top story tonight: creators on LinkedIn report plummeting engagement rates. In response, LinkedIn released a statement advising creators to share useful business content to improve the reach of their posts. What was that? Oh. I mean, pictures of your kids. LinkedIn recommends sharing pictures of your kids to improve the reach of your posts. Here to comment is LinkedIn rockstar Vagman. Vagman, what should LinkedIn do to help creators? What about ChatGPT? Do you worry that generative AI could impact your job?
She's so good at reach. She's doing this all in one take. This is incredible.
For a scientific perspective, please welcome Dr. Funkenstein. What about the LinkedIn creators who rely on inbound leads, Dr. Funkenstein? Or the one I sell? Don't miss it.
Yeah, you did it. That was awesome.
I gotta make bloopers because I don't do bloopers.
That's great.
That was dumb.
It's so good. Okay, so this is the best part of my job. So if anybody doesn't know, I have a live show, and I make these promos to promote the live show. Because my theory is it's longevity, right? You can make the promo and then that lives on forever, and you can find ways to get people to the podcast episode. So I meet people on LinkedIn and I get them to do this show with me, and I write some ridiculous sketch, and they send me the clip, and I get to watch them just nail it, just nail the read. It warms my heart. And this is great. So I have just a pile, and not even a pile. So like, I take multiple takes. You're going to see I have lots of different takes of each line because I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to go. Yeah, she just got it all in one take. That is solid. So everyone give a hand to Melissa, this week's guest. And yeah, I guess we got to start like figuring out what the scene is then, right? So she's going to say, Melissa Gaglione, our top story tonight. Okay.
Welcome to the news at night. Hi, I'm Melissa Gaglione. Our top story tonight.
Okay, so we don't have to say nightly news. They're going to see she's in a news studio and they're just instantly going to get it. So we can just have it start there.
Hi, I'm Melissa Gaglione. Our top story tonight: creators on LinkedIn report plummeting engagement rates. In response, LinkedIn released a statement advising creators to share useful business content to improve the reach of their posts. What was that? Oh. I mean, pictures of your kids. LinkedIn recommends sharing pictures of your kids to improve the reach of your posts.
Okay, so I can get it here. And the next shot, we can get her and Veigman both on the screen together. Yeah, so the idea is always like, can you get just the jokes out as fast as possible? And, you trim up the clips as you go so the timing is just perfect. And let's see what we can do here. So we're going to like jump to the top of the timeline. And
Hi, I'm Melissa Gaglione.
Okay, so let's get her in a proper setting. Where was that clip? Did I lose it? Oh my gosh. Oh no, no. Whatever. Here it is. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Okay, so first off, we gotta stack it so Melissa's layer is on top. Okay, so it seems like let's see if I can just like loop this or something. Yar, I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I just slow the clip down. It's not always a great idea, but sometimes it's not noticeable. Let's just see how it looks with her behind it like this.
Hi, I'm Melissa Gaglione. Our top story tonight: creators on LinkedIn report.
Okay, so I can already tell I'm gonna need a couple things here. I'm gonna need like jokes. So she's talking about things. She's in a news setting. She's got to have like pictures next to her. And I'm just gonna lay some markers down so I know where to put the jokes.
Hi, I'm Melissa Gaglione. Our top story tonight: creators on LinkedIn report plummeting engagement rates.
Okay, so we're gonna need. Okay, so we're gonna need a joke here. So I'm gonna say image plummeting engagement rates. Cool. Let's keep going. Let's see where else we can put some jokes in this.
Plummeting engagement rates. In response, LinkedIn released a statement.
Okay, so this would be, let's get a picture of a statement. Image, LinkedIn statement. Oh, it'll be great. So maybe I can have one. LinkedIn written statement of Melissa's words. Okay, cool. So,
advising creators to share useful business content to improve the reach of their posts. What was that? Oh. I mean, pictures of your kids. LinkedIn recommends sharing pictures of your kids to improve the reach of your posts.
Okay. So, cool. We've got that intro there. And now let's throw in Veigman, right? That's what's going to happen next. No, she's got another line. see here. Okay, she's going to say, here to comment is LinkedIn rockstar Vagueman.
Here to comment is LinkedIn rockstar Vagueman.
Okay, great. So let's cut it here. And then we can do things, so like we're going to have to jazz up the beginning to have like some more images going throughout. But this is going to be nice here because we can cut between shots where you see both of them in the studio at the same time, and then we can cut to Melissa, and then we can cut to just Vagueman. So that'll give us like some visual variety because that's very important because everybody's got to pay attention. So... yeah, so where's this? Okay, so now we need this shot-in-shot thing going on here. And this is another one where I think we're just going to like have to slow the footage down. I have too many layers here. Let's see. Okay, so let's see here now.
Your posts. Here to comment is LinkedIn rockstar Vagueman.
Okay, great. Let's throw Vagueman in there and see. This is the fun part too, is like I always do these things where it's like you have to film these asynchronously and you have to make it feel like it's a natural back and forth. And sometimes people are fooled. Sometimes people actually think we do this like together. But no, the trick is like, can you make it seem like we're actually talking to each other? So where's Vagueman here? So he should be bigger. I don't know why I have him so small. Well, actually, it's funnier when he's small. I guess that's like a camera trick thing. You look stupider if you're small. So, okay, so I've got like 3 different takes of that line, so. Thank you, Melissa. I think they gotta figure something out. Hi, thanks for having me, Melissa. I think they gotta figure something out. Hey, thanks for having me here, Melissa. I think they should probably figure something out. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm giving the camera 2 different kinds of energy so I can see what's better. You know, that first one was a very blank Vagueman. And then that last one was kind of like a chipper Vagueman. Sometimes he's kind of chipper if the scene requires it. But especially if there's a lot of craziness, it's funnier to play him mute, like real muted emotionally a lot of the time. So I think that first take is definitely better. So let's go ahead and throw that in here. So no, I think that I think there was 3 takes we watched. I think second one is. Hi, thanks for having me, Melissa. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, so I always say these Vagueman bits write themselves, like they kind of do. All you have to do is say like 1 or 2 vague things, and you're like, oh, that's plenty. That works. Hi, thanks for having me, Melissa. Okay, so we got to have him. We got to extend the line a little bit. Okay, so like let's find the exact moment I start giving the camera full attention. Hi, thanks for having me, Melissa. Okay, so I'm doing something weird with my hands. I'm like, I guess I thought that like that wasn't visible to the camera or something. So like, yeah, maybe I actually do. This time, maybe that's better here. So I think they got to figure something out. Okay, so yeah, let's jump back to here. Got to figure something out. Hi, thanks for having me, Melissa. Okay, so I think they got to figure something out. Seems like something that that could be a line where you close up on me. And then yeah, I'll do the picture-in-picture while I'm sitting here waiting for her. Okay, let's just like lay this clip next to it and see how it looks. Okay, so
posts. Here to comment is LinkedIn rock star Vague
hi, thanks
Man.
for having me. Okay. So okay, so this is chaos. What did I do? Okay, so here, we could just extend it later, but let's just make sure it lines up so it looks like I'm responding to her, and the timing isn't weird.
Vague Man.
Hi, thanks for having me, Melissa. Okay, great. So now does this work? Let's see how weird this looks.
Your posts. Here to comment is LinkedIn rock star Vague Man.
Hi, thanks for having me, Melissa. Okay, cool. So we got to do a couple things here. So one, we got to make sure the background matches it up. So again, I'm going to go here. I'm going to use this rate stretch tool. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slow down the clip so it's the length that I'm talking for. Hey, Melissa. Okay, so now I'm going to take Vague Man and I'm going to reposition him, right? So, you know, here he is over here. And what happens if we just extend Melissa's footage? What does she end up saying here?
And
hi, thanks for having me, Melissa.
Vague Man, what should LinkedIn do?
Okay, interesting. So I think it'll look better if Vague Man is more circled. I'm also gonna need like a joke for him. He's gonna need a joke title. I think he's just gonna say LinkedIn Rockstar. Those are details we're gonna throw on in the end. Right now, what we want is for it to make sense. If we can lay out a beginning and a middle and an end, and like it's all in the right order, and the lines are good, and the footage is good, then all the cleaning up and the on-screen graphics and the subtitles, you know, we can do them at the end. I'm also checking LinkedIn on my phone because I'm recording this in OBS. So if anybody's commenting, I have no idea, but I hope you are. I hope you are. Yeah, let's see. So
Is LinkedIn rock star Vague Man.
hi, thanks for having me, Melissa. Okay, so I think this could be... I might need something where it like... I mean, I guess it's not reasonable to have her from different angles like you would on a news network because we only filmed it with one camera. Again, I'm trying to just think of if there's like a way I could play with perspective so it looks like we're looking at the studio from different sides. But again, that might be something I could worry about later.
Vague man, what should LinkedIn do?
Okay, so when she says vague man,
Vague man, what should LinkedIn?
okay, let's see here. Okay, so okay, we got to fix those captions later.
Vague man, what should LinkedIn?
Thanks for having me, Melissa.
Okay. Maybe we can try making her just smaller here. Again, I want like a slightly different look.
Rockstar, vague man.
Hi, thanks for having me, Melissa.
Vague man, what should LinkedIn do?
Okay, and what's the rest of her line?
Should LinkedIn do to help creators?
Okay, so I know I want this to be a full Vague Man line because then it's going to cut to Vague Man and he's going to say, I think they should figure something out. So again, I've got a couple different reads of the line. We're going to have to just watch them and see objectively which one makes the most sense.
Hey, thanks for having me here, Melissa. I think they should probably figure something out.
Oh, actually, let me see. I might have a couple takes of this on the beginning of the track, actually, which sucks because I cut those lines.
I think they gotta figure something out.
Okay, that one's pretty good.
These are vague men.
Okay, so
I think they gotta figure something out. Hi, thanks for having me. I think they gotta figure something out. Hey, thanks for having me here, Melissa. I think they should probably figure something out. I think they really sort of got it. Thanks for having me, Melissa. I think they gotta figure something out. Thank you for having me, Melissa. I think they gotta figure something out.
okay, I think the first one was the best.
I think they gotta figure something out.
Like, again, it's the kind of plain one that always ends up like being funnier than I expect.
I think they gotta figure something out.
That's good because it's just such a quick punchline too. I love jokes like that because, again, everything's got to be fast, fast, fast. At least on LinkedIn. I mean, I'm sitting here like slowly editing a project, so I guess I can't really say that. But there's only like 2 of you watching right now. By the way, the 2 of you who are watching this right now, go ahead and drop me a comment. Let me know what you think of the sketch so far. So she's gonna say,
Help creators. Help creators.
I think they gotta.
okay, that's too big of a gap. So like, sometimes I like put just a mark on the footage so I just know where to go.
Creators.
I think they gotta figure something out.
To help creators.
I think they gotta figure.
Okay, so I gotta like, you still gotta hear her full line, but no wait, actually this is probably better.
Creators.
I think they gotta figure something out.
Creators. help creators.
I think they gotta figure something out.
Okay, let's see if that makes sense. So again, this is all gonna look wrong, but like once it's all in order, it's easier to fix.
Hi, I'm Melissa Gaglione. Our top story tonight: creators on LinkedIn report plummeting engagement rates. In response, LinkedIn released a statement advising creators to share useful business content to improve the reach of their posts. What was that? Oh. I mean, pictures of your kids. LinkedIn recommends sharing pictures of your kids to improve the reach.
Okay, the joke could be you see the LinkedIn statement like close up and it's like saying like post useful content. It disappears and then when it comes back it's zoomed out and then the rest of the message is like pictures of your kids. Just post pictures of your kids. That's a good idea. That's what I do. So okay, that shouldn't be a hard joke.
Of your posts. Here to comment is LinkedIn rock star Vague Man.
Hi, thanks for having me, Melissa.
Vague Man, what should LinkedIn do to help creators?
I think they
Okay.
To help create. Vague Man, what should LinkedIn do to LinkedIn rockstar Vague Man.
Hi, thanks for having me, Melissa.
Vague Man, what?
Okay, so I think we actually need to get rid of Vagueman there. And we'll go to the shot of her just like, you just see her for a moment delivering her line, then you just see Vagueman, then you see them back on screen together. Again, we gotta work some visual variety into here. We want this to feel like a conversation that people are really having. So it's got to be quick and it's got to move. It's not exactly like how a real conversation goes because life doesn't move this quickly, but it needs to in the newsfeed. So okay, so I'm going to cut this here. And I'm just going to cut back to her. Yeah, so this will be a moment where like you only see her.
Vague Man.
And no, so we can do the same background here. We'll fix this up later.
Vague Man, what should LinkedIn do to help creators?
I think they gotta figure something out.
Okay. Is that a good Vagueman joke? I don't know. Okay. I'm going to cut it there for the time being because we went over an hour. But yeah, welcome to my world. So stay tuned. Thursday at 1 p.m. Central, going to be going live with Melissa Gaglione. And wish me luck as I turn this into something usable. Bye-bye, everybody.